Welcome to Emillions Art, first foray into podcasting. We're excited to bring this podcast to you for the very first time in the Emillions Art history. As you can see, I'm standing in my office. This is a piece by Joan Sonnenberg, and behind me is another piece by Carol Colicchio. Two great artists we have here at Emillions Art. So our new podcast is called Virtually Emillions. Obviously, Virtually Emillions stands for the fact that we can't be here live for you, so we're here virtually for you. We want to bring new and exciting content. We've been trying to do that all season, and we've been trying to bring you artworks from around the world, globally, locally, nationally, and we've had great success in doing that with many of the artists worldwide, up from New York City all the way to Dubai, Spain, France, England, Brazil, Australia. So we've got more works coming next year, and we still have works here this year in case you're interested in giving us a call. So we'd like to take this opportunity to kind of thank the community for supporting us and helping us, become of some substance here in Naples. And we'd like to endeavor to support the businesses here, the community, in any way we can. This is a tragic time. We realize that there's, this terrible virus that's decimating the nation, and we just want to bring content that will make your everyday experience a little better, even if it's not great right now. So let me begin with the thanks to Naples and the fans that keep supporting us, and the artists who have helped us become who we are today. In addition, we want to thank some businesses here around town, actually all business, but some special ones like Engel and Volkers right next door, who helped us with our live art series this year. The Fifth Avenue Bid, they have really pushed our company and helped us and mentored us. And so we really, really appreciate their partnership, as well as Gulf Shore Life and Gulf Shore Business. And their unexpected award, if you will, I don't know what you might call it, but we made the Naples Best of the Season list, and that's going to be announced very soon. And ABC and NBC, of course, for supporting our endeavors here. We really, really appreciate everything they've done for us, inviting us into their studios and doing stories down here in downtown Naples. There's so many others that we'd love to thank, and if we missed you, we're so sorry, but we enjoy everybody everywhere down here. Okay, so I'd like to move on to the topic of the live art series that we've been doing this season, and we had a lot of artists come. I'm going to head out to our showroom so you can see that. We will not, by the way, be broadcasting from the showroom in the future. I just I wanted to do this first broadcast from here because I want you to be able to see the artworks we're talking about. Of course, since we've got this virus going on, we cannot continue to do that until things are back to normal. But I want to talk about a few of the artists: Denise Cummings, Rachel Pierce, Jane Pecorelli, Teresa Benjamin, Carol Colicchio. All of these artists were part of our live art series this season, and they did a terrific job. They were down on the street in front of Engel and Volkers. They were here in the gallery. This is Jane behind me. And of course, Rachel Pierce. And Rachel Pierce is here today. I'd like to introduce you to her. She's from NBC, their news anchor in the morning, and a wonderful, beautiful artist. So Rachel, tell us about your experience, if you would, here at Emillions Art, and tell us what your experience was with the live art series.
Well, first, I'm so blessed and honored to be represented by you, Marlissa, and Emillions. I mean, you all just kind of took me in under your wings, and you have just done a fantastic job opening down there, and your showroom is absolutely stunning as we've been seeing. And as a local artist, I just appreciate it so much. And the live art series was a blast. I had so much fun. I think everybody down there had so much fun, whether they were planning on being there or just happened to be walking by. It just had so much energy, and I can't wait till we get back to those days because it was so special and just so unique to Emillions and to Fifth Avenue South. It was just a fantastic event. I came out there with almost a blank canvas and just started painting, and people came by and would talk to me, and there was wine and hors d'oeuvres, and we were right outside of Engel and Volkler, who you have a great partnership with, and they're just absolutely fantastic too. And we just had a blast. Did you not have fun? I mean, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I totally had fun. You know, there were so many new people, and each time we did it, we really had a great time. And I found the response got bigger and bigger as we went through the season, and not just because of the time of the year, but mostly because the awareness. All of a sudden people were talking about it, you know, hey, have you seen this live art series? And people were, you know, I mean, I think you sold a piece or two throughout the season, and it was because of, you know, the live art series. So it was really exciting. And people, you know, they really love your series, the turtles, and which you can see behind you. And
this one's not quite done yet, but it's a work in progress.
Really talented, and I think people really respond to, you know, the colors and the subject matter, of course, being Naples. And I think, you know, it's fun. But the series itself, you know, people started to get, you know, they were calling us and telling us how excited they were about it. So when's your next one? When's your next one? And you know, they get disappointed if it wasn't every week, you know.
And I think people are looking for that connection. And I think even now moving forward, people are going to be looking for that connection where, you know, they get to meet the artist or the showroom or the representatives, and they get to have that personal connection along with the art that they're putting in their home, because that's so personal to have art in your home. And I think that we're, especially moving forward, we're all going to really be looking to make those personal connections. So I'm really excited for this live series to kick off, not just in my part, but to see the other artists out there. It's just, I think that we're all going to be looking forward to that moving forward.
People asked me, are you going to continue it next year? And initially I thought, wow, you know, I'm not sure I'm going to do it next year because there's a lot of work involved, and there's a lot of craziness behind the scenes, and, you know, tearing down and hanging and curating and making sure it all looks like it belongs in the same show. And, you know, we had a lot of success. We managed to do that, but it was hard work. And the response was so good that we are going to bring it back. And so people were really excited to hear that too. You know,
I'm excited to hear that.
Well, you know, I hope we get to see more of you down here next year. I know you're really, really busy.
Never too busy for you and Emillions. I mean, you guys have such a lovely clientele, and I think that people watching this virtually, we hope that you'll join this family, because, you know, once you start walking through that door, you know, you're part of it. You're part of it. So
right. We had about 10 or 12 shows this season. Did you know that?
That's amazing.
That's
a lot of work.
It is. It started in October with our soft launch, and we just had a real easy kind of intro, kind of working out the bugs. And then we did 2 in December. One kind of a surprise show out on Fifth Avenue. It was kind of a dinner out on the street type thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
And dinner on Fifth. And we did a huge show. We ordered 20 easels so that we could show artwork outside.
Yeah,
and then a week later, we did a master's show here in the showroom. And so we had everything from Georges Rouault and Rembrandt and Picasso and Dali here in the showroom. And that was a really,
I get goosebumps hearing that. I get goosebumps. It's amazing.
I know.
Here, people, it's here.
I know, right? It's here. And so the exciting part about that is, you know, we're trying to show people that there's investment art opportunity here in Naples. Okay. And I'm excited about that, you know, because I know that that's not something people really think about too much. All right. And in tough times like this, actually, investment art is a really good avenue to go down.
Yeah.
It's, you're trying to figure out where your money's going to be stable, but yet it'll still increase in value. And investment art is a good opportunity. And so we have kind of an opportunity with the community to start this, dipping your toe in the water in investment art, which is, kind of it can be scary, right? So you want to start small. Okay. And then we have these opportunities on the other end of the spectrum, which are for the really experienced collector. And so we had both the spectrum with that show. That was a really exciting show. And then in January, we had our hard launch, and I think we hit something like a little over 100 for that show. And I mean, if you know where we are, we're right above Chops on Fifth Avenue, right next to Engel and Volkers.
Great location. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Just walking up to your showroom is beautiful. I mean, they really do nice. That whole street, of course, gorgeous, but your location is really special.
Yeah, thank you. I think so too. And we worked really hard to get it, up to snuff. But we're on the second floor. And so, we have to really work hard to draw the attention. So that's a challenge right there. But I found that having these shows every week really helped, because all of a sudden people were saying, oh, there's something upstairs. And by the way, next year we're doing major things. We're bringing more, okay, which is really exciting. And so I'm going to add some music in, some live music, and I'm not going to say what else. I add live music. But we also had a special show with Joan Sonnenberg, who's a nice little 29-year-old woman who does some of the most amazing work. Actually, let me show her work here if I can.
She's incredible. I mean, she needs to become a household name.
Yeah, and here's one of her works. I mean, it's stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. She's so talented.
Here's another one of her works. So just thought I'd share that real quick since we're doing this. But yeah, so we did a private show for her. We did another one with Carol Colicchio. Your artwork was in here for a good 10 days all by itself. And so I think we had a really nice mix and flavor of different genres and different styles. And that's something that, people say, well, what kind of artwork do you carry? Well, we're we're all over the place, but that's what's different about us is, we bring different. It's not consistent. It's different all the time. And we strive to do that. We have a new artist called Dario Campanile. He's an Italian artist.
Gorgeous. Oh, I love it.
He calls this is his Sistine Chapel look.
Amazing.
But yeah, he's amazing. And then we have Shrey Bronze, of course, who's a very accomplished sculptor. So she won the 5-ring award at the Beijing Olympics, and she's in the National Sculpture Society, and she's collected by royals in England, and she's collected by the hierarchy in China. I mean, she's really accomplished. So some of the artists we have here are off the charts good. And they keep, we keep getting more and more. Recently, we had a couple pieces from Don Gummer. Don has installation works all over the world in front of the embassy in Moscow and Tokyo. He had a couple of artworks in Times Square. He's absolutely amazing. So we're bringing kind of more and more investment style works, but also very, very down-to-earth kind of collectible works, such as yours and Jane Pecorelli's, who are more local. And we want people, to remain connected to the community. And so, I'm super excited because, the works that are coming in are just stunning. And I think that the designers in town, the collectors in town will be super excited as well, don't you?
Oh, I think so too. I mean, I think in the short time you've been down there, you have really put yourself on the map because of what you're able to bring in, and people can see it. I mean, it's there, it's in person. Every time I come down to your showroom, I'm just blown away. I'm blown away. And yeah, it's incredible. You're incredible. It's incredible.
Well, thanks, Rachel. Thank you.
Yeah.
You and I have been talking a while about a couple initiatives I have going on. And this is one of them. This was kind of a big step. We've been wanting to do this for a while, but this actually forced us to push it to the front because, of the time gap. Obviously, people have to change, and we had been meaning to do this even though this wasn't happening initially. But now, this gives us time, an opportunity to talk to people about what's coming down the pike, about, and expanding on investment artwork content and subject matter, and talking to people about what they can do, the steps they can take. Also talking about different mediums of art, what they mean in different areas of the world, the history of it, all kinds of content, that, and I think, this is an opportunity too for people to ask questions, to either email us and say, hey, I'd really like to know about this, and, give us subject matter that they think that they care about. As well as we were launching our auction platform. And so I know I talked to you about that a while ago. You were interested in that. And I know some of the people in your life, were kind of interested in that. So that's coming down probably within the next, I don't know, week to 2 weeks. That'll be a really great experience for everybody. I have about 7 artists now who want to put their work up. We've got yours going up, one of yours, and I think it'll be really exciting. I have to tell you, during the beta testing, it was really fun to watch my team go through the beta testing, and then we had a couple of outside of our internal team just kind of beta test with us, and they felt inspired and kind of ignited by the whole auction experience. So I'm hoping Naples will react the same way.
I think Naples will, because we're so used to auctions, through all these events that happen, and there's just, there's a level of excitement with auctions as well. So I hope people take part, and even if they're not bidding, just to watch and see what's being put out there and share with their friends and all of that. So I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think so too.
These are really interesting times, and we're all kind of learning to adjust. And you guys, you already had these things in the works, but you're doing it. You're putting it out there for people who are home. We're all looking to expand our horizons, and we're all at home looking for things to do, and you guys are providing it. So that's really cool.
Thank you. I'm excited about it. I really am. So we're going to be doing this probably once a week. Okay. These little podcasts. This first one is going to go up on YouTube, and we'll post it on our social, and Rachel, if you could post it on yours, that would be great.
Oh, of course.
And in the future, though, it may not just be a YouTube. We may, actually hire some sort of distribution system. But for the time being, we're going to stick with YouTube until we figure out all the little, fun things about podcasting. Okay.
It's a learning curve for all of us, isn't it? And then just when you figure it out, they throw something new in, and you got to learn all over again.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this first one was kind of like a trip up for me, but I think it's been fun, Rachel. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having me.
You're awesome. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye from Emillions Art, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week on Virtually Emillions. Bye.